I gotta say, if you were making a list of 1,000 adjectives to describe this guy, masculine would not be one of them. I mean, this guy, if a stiff breeze came by, it would blow him over like a feather.
Real men serve others. Weak men serve themselves. And so I welcome this debate about what it means to be a man. And I don't think Ken Paxton or Ted Cruz are in a position to tell anybody what a real man is.
Who's more bro? MAGA is apparently trying to make masculinity an issue in the midterms, as Republicans are targeting Texas Senate hopeful James Talarico. But it's not the only culture war that's being waged ahead of November. At a Turning Point conference of conservative influencers, including Erica Kirk, they had this message for women.
Charlie would often say that feminism was about wanting women to become men and eventually not needing men. Motherhood is a burden, marriage is a trap, or motherhood is something that should be stalled or not even experienced at all. As women in today's world, we are blessed with far more choices than any other generation. But why is that having all of those choices is now leaving us with far less clarity about who we are and what we are created for?
Culture wars like this are part of Rushman's new documentary, No Country for Mothers. And if you don't see the through line between these two things, that the idea that in order for men to feel more masculine, women have to feel a certain way about whether or not they want to have children, whether or not they want to work outside of the home, that's kind of where this is converging upon. It's elevating men, but why does it have to come at the expense of women?
It's so interesting. To me, it's like the same thing, right? We create culture wars for both women and men to distract and divide, right? American motherhood is broken by design, right? Because we're constantly offering women a binary. Now it's be a trad wife or be a girl boss. And we're asking them to do those things without any support, no childcare, no paid leave, no flexibility.
Not even equal pay.
Right, and not even equal pay. And what most women want is something in the middle. But if we're so divided, if we're so distracted, if we're spending all of our time in the comment section and Instagram, we're not marching for paid leave and we're not marching for childcare. What they're doing to men is pretty much the same. We're basically saying to men, and we see this in the Talarico race, is that you're not man enough, right? You're weak. You're feminine. That's how you're a bad man, right? And it's fascinating to me that the worst thing you can call a man is a woman. It tells us how much we hate women in this country.
That's interesting. I mean, the whole argument against Talarico is that he's effeminized. And by the way, it's baseless, and it's also, that he's gay, that he's trans, whatever it is. It involves the denigrating of other people. But why? What place does that have in our politics?
I don't like that masculinity, notion that being introduced here. But what they're trying to do is focus on his comments about transgenderism and the notion that there are 6 genders that he can identify. That's what they're trying to make that vulnerability glaring. And it's a pretty sound argument in Texas.
I don't think that's what they're trying to do. I mean, you see this in the far right. They do this with each other. Like Alex Clark and Candace Owen, the way they get at each other is by telling them that their husbands are gay. Like it's like this lavender fighting. It's the strategy on the right to essentially take you down a few notches. Like the way I'm going to discredit you, the way I'm going to poke holes basically in your credibility is by telling you that you're gay.
Yeah, and
maybe they do this with each other.
There's definitely a disconnect there for a lot of Americans. And don't miss Rushman's documentary, No Country for Mothers. It premieres on June 15th. And next for us, the panel's unpopular opinions, what they're not afraid to say out loud. But first, a quick programming note. Follow the descendants of explorers who pushed west as they reveal the hardships that transformed the distant frontier in the CNN original series, This Land. 2 new episodes air Sunday at 9.